Hello everyone, and welcome back to case study for chapter 9 questions. The first question is, what are the primary conflict approaches used in the Hawkenday case? And make sure you use the language of chapter 9 in your discussion. My answer is the primary conflicts in the Hawkenday responder case shows all 5 orientations of conflict styles, showing avoidance with conflict arises, competition when they consider the needs of themselves over the whole team, compromise when Francisco wanted to take control over for Mary, and accommodation when the team first got together, they made accommodations for each other. And lastly, collaboration happened also at the beginning but started to really fail at the end due to assumptions. The second question, using concepts from this week's reading, discuss the pre-deposition strategies, tactics used by the leadership team. According to the book, Strategic Objective Structures, the conflict is one of 4 strategic directions. Escalation, reduction, maintenance, or avoidance is the 4 directions. The tactics that adopted are influenced by conflict preferences and strategies and by organizational values overall. Emotion is also a critical part of the conflict processes as well. The 3 principles of strategic leadership involved highly effective approaches to decision making, transparency, and innovation. Strategic leaders gain skill through practice and push downward across the organization to empower individuals at all levels to make decisions. Doing this, it also gives the leader an opportunity to take a risk and see what happens. Using the rules in this strategic leadership can give you distribute responsibilities by being honest and open with information, to create multiple paths, testing ideas to make it safe to fail, by providing access to other strategies to develop opportunities for experience-based learning to hire for transformation, as well as bring your whole self to work, finding time to reflect and recognize leadership development as an ongoing process and practice. Question number 3 says, now turn these concepts toward the virtual team. What predisposition strategies and tactics are evident in their work? The strategies and tactics that are evident in this case are escalation and avoidance. Escalation arises at various points throughout the case, as well as avoidance. The book shows us in the chapter in section 9.3.3 the behaviors in attempting to move the conflict. In doing so, it adopts a conflict preference and values on how conflicts are supposed to work. And the team was avoiding communication competencies throughout the case, which avoided the team to work together. And problems escalated due to not working as a team like they should have been. And then the final question is, finally, after reading and thinking about Chapter 9, is there anything new you believe Jill should consider? Be sure to cite the text in your discussion. I believe Jill should consider looking at the various communication conflict tactics to avoid conflict in the workplace as much as possible. And it discusses it throughout all of Chapter 9, so she could pick anything through it. But I would suggest going over in section 9.3.3 the avoidance of conflict. And those are my answers to my discussion. I hope you enjoyed them and learned something from them, and I look forward to seeing yours.